In this week's Torah portion, it discusses the building of the tabernacle, of the Mishkan, the dwelling place of Hashem, so to speak. And it tells us how people were inspired to bring donations to the Mishkan. That people brought gold, they brought silver, they brought copper, they brought scarlet wool, they brought turquoise, purple, anything that was necessary to build a Mishkan, that's what they brought. And the Torah tells us that the leaders of Klal Yisrael were the first ones to bring stuff, to bring their donations for the Chanukat HaMizbeach, for the inauguration of the tabernacle. And the commentators ask, why were the leaders the first one to bring for the tabernacle, but not for the Mishkan? And they tell us because their thought was to let all the people come and bring their donations. And whatever was not accounted for, whatever they needed more of, whatever was lacking, they would pick up the tab. They would bring the rest in. They would fill in the void. But what happened was that people were so inspired and so generous that there was nothing left for them to give. So therefore, when it came to the tabernacle, they were the first ones to give. Now that sounds like a very nice thing that they wanted to do, that they wanted everyone to have a fair chance to bring. But the Torah alludes to us that it wasn't the best decision. The Torah alludes to us that their thought was wrong. Because if you have an opportunity to do something, if something comes your way, you're supposed to take advantage right away and take care of that opportunity. There's an illustration given of a poor mother. She didn't have food to feed her kids, and the little kids are yanking on mommy's apron, saying, "Mommy, mommy, we're hungry," and she had nothing to give them to eat. And she lifted up her eyes and she davened to Hashem and she said, "Hashem, please, my kids are hungry. I don't have anything to give them." And lo and behold, she looks down and there's a fresh egg, still warm. It was just laid. And she calls the kids and she says, "Kids, come, there's an eggie. We have an eggie." And all the kids ran and they lifted their hands for a piece of the eggie. And mommy lifts her hands even higher and she goes, "We're not eating this egg." She said, "We're going to go to the neighbor. The neighbor has a chicken. And we're going to ask him if his chicken could sit on the egg. And the egg will hatch and we'll have a baby chicken. And that chicken will grow and we'll have a big chicken." And one of the kids jump up and says, "Mommy, great, and then we'll have meat to eat and chicken soup." And mommy says, no, we're not going to eat that chicken either. Because we're going to let that chicken lay eggs. And another kid jumps and says, "Oh, great, we're going to have eggs every day." And mommy says, no. We're going to let that chicken lay eggs, and it's going to have a lot of chickens. And we're going to have tons of chickens. And then we're going to take all those chickens and we're going to sell it for a baby cow. Then we can have milk. And then we can have meat. We'll eat the meat. We'll make a barbecue. And the kid, mommy says, no. We're going to let this cow grow up. And it's going to have little cows, and we're going to have a lot of cows. And then we're going to be so rich, and we're going to buy a mansion, and we're going to buy fields, and we're going to have plows. And as they're kids, they get lost in their imagination, and so does mommy. And the twinkle in their eye, the hunger goes away, and they get so lost in the story that mommy drops the egg. And as the egg hits the ground, their dream shatters, and so does everything else in front of them. And the moral of the story is sometimes you have something in front of you that you're supposed to do. Mommy had to feed her kids, but she got so lost in her dream, she got so far off that the dream never came to fruition, and even what was necessary to happen now never happened. They asked a question. There was somebody held in captivity, a Jewish person, and they granted him one day to be released that he could do whatever he wanted. The question came to the Chacham Tzvi, to the big rabbi, and I said, which day should he go? Should he get out on Yom Kippur, go to davening, go to shul? Should he go on Rosh Hashanah? Maybe he should go on Passover. When should he take his day? And the rabbi told him, the first day you could do a mitzvah that you can't do in jail, that's the day you get out of jail. That's the day you take, that's the day you go. Because when something comes in your hands, don't let it just disappear. Don't let it disintegrate before your very eyes. There's nothing you can replace for a mitzvah. If a mitzvah comes your way, no matter how big or small, take the opportunity, take it to town, take it home with you. A lot of times we have thoughts inside of ourselves. We have things brewing and we say, one day, just one day I'm going to become so good at it. At the right time, not right now. And you keep pushing it off. And that dream, like an egg, never happens. It just shatters. Don't let it brew inside. Something is coming your way. Passover is coming our way. Pesach is coming our way. Make it the best Passover you ever had in your whole entire life. Learn about the Seder. Buy the right matzah. Get a nice bottle of wine. Look at the Seder, the Maxwell Haggadah before you go through it, just to know what's going on. So how am I going to make it the best Seder I could possibly have? Tomorrow is another day. Make it the best day you ever had. When something comes your way, just take it and do the best you could possibly do. Start now, start small. Worry about later. You should all be zeicha to understand and see what's before us and do the best job we could possibly do.